NOFAP Day 3, the spookiest hour. NOFAP Day 3 is the day when the biggest urges are gonna hit. Day 2 to 3 is the time when you get your first urge, your first calling to seriously edge, to do something that gets you closer to the relapse. The good thing is, if you can resist it, you will have lower and lower urges. So, this is my video about giving advice to you as a NoFap master who has had multiple back-to-back 90-day streaks. I'm not actually on day 3 at the moment. I'm doing the 75 hard challenge. I'm on day 3 of that. And therefore I think I can give you some good advice to help you get through your NoFap streak of day 3 on NoFap. So, the biggest thing is, once you get the urge to watch porn, once you get the urge to scroll, when it's gonna be really obvious that it's about getting more dopamine, you need to calm down, take a deep breath, and think about something else that you can use the same energy to that you would be watching porn with, and you would be ejaculating and not retaining that energy. Because if you have nothing else to do, you need to find something else to do. Some easy ways to immediately have something to do is, for example, pick a difficult workout that will definitely make you sweat, and you might not even be able to completely follow on YouTube, and just start working out in your room. Even if you're scared of your neighbors or parents barging in, what are you doing? You can just do these low impact workouts, that's what they're called. And be aware, there are a lot of good looking girls when you search these videos, so search them with the intention of actually working out, pick a good workout and follow through. They're extremely difficult. They're the same ones that I used when I wanted to do NoFap and I didn't really have anywhere to go. I didn't have a gym membership, didn't have many friends to go out with just yet. Those things will come, but they're coming after 1 or 2 months. So you need to be aware of that. All right, pretty tiring to hold this, but I don't have a stand for it. So the next thing is, the urge will come, regardless if you work out or not. If this is your 3rd, 4th, 5th NoFap streak and you've done long streaks in the past, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to resist. This is a mistake that a lot of guys on NoFap make, thinking that you have to quit cold turkey immediately and you have to do 90 days immediately. You will have very, very difficult time abstaining from porn if you haven't experimented with how can you control your porn addiction. Basically, if you start off NoFap after watching porn for 12 years, it's gonna be extremely difficult to just decide to stop watching porn and just have a shift in mindset and then not watch porn forever. And that's why a lot of guys on NoFap early on relapse. However, I found some tools and some habits that can maximize your chances of not relapsing. Now, obviously this won't guarantee it, but even if you do relapse, you will know what to do after you relapse and you want to restart the streak after a couple of hours. You feel the post-nut clarity, and then you decide to, I'm never gonna do this again. So it maximizes the chance that your recovery will be as fast as possible. First tool is meditation. You should download the Medito app from App Store or Google Play and just install it on your phone, and today start doing the course of meditation if you haven't meditated before. If you're already good at meditating, just still continue the course from the 2nd or 3rd chapter. It's really, really good, keeps you accountable and easy to follow because they are guided meditations. And it's a very, very good habit, but it's very hard to keep. And that's why many people fail at meditation. And then if you fail at mindfulness meditation, you will not be able to control your thoughts. You will have thoughts to relapse, to watch porn, and you will have emotions to do the action of watching porn, and then eventually you will relapse. So in order to hold all of this at gate, you have to control your thoughts. That's where meditation comes in. That's why you need it. This is the #1 habit that you should do every single day to make your NoFap streak successful and last many, many months in the future. Second thing, journaling. First of all, you should journal about finding out what you can do instead of watching porn. You need to find a purpose that you can do instead of just keeping the urges at bay. I shouldn't watch porn, but I don't really have anything else to do. What I used to do is, instead of journaling, I didn't know how impactful it was. I would just write down like 2 sentences every single day, and I would call that journal. And hey, that still helped a lot. It made my first committed streak 292 days. Very helpful. But first of all, it was a shit streak because it was full of urges. Second of all, it was a shit streak because I just watched YouTube gaming videos instead. You can avoid wasting your time, wasting your life, just resisting porn and doing other bad habits by journaling on what good habits can you do, what are the things that you can excel at, and use your energy towards, like channel your energy towards instead of watching porn. Because when you watch porn, you get tired, you lose a lot of energy, and unfortunately, that's how you become unmotivated. Because your brain thinks you're having sex, and when you're having sex 2-3 times a day, let's face it, like you wouldn't have the energy. I know for a fact because I've done it also with porn and with a woman as well. You don't really have any energy. If you do that consistently, you will completely burn out and you will have a need for some time off and some distance. So find out what you should do. If you already have a purpose, then you need to find a way to do it, because in the first 7 days you will have very low motivation, very cloudy thinking. You need to get through that, and the only way you can see through the clouds is by journaling. You can slow down the process of thinking and think more clearly by writing things down. Sweet. And so obviously exercise every single day. That's pretty simple. Just write YouTube home workouts, whatever you want to do. I love doing Iron Wolf workouts, but they're kind of advanced. So if you write Iron Wolf into YouTube, there's a YouTube channel. He's absolutely insane. Advanced workouts. So I'm warning you, like you probably won't be able to do them. I can barely do some of them, and some of them I just cannot do at all. Yeah, really good guy. Check it out if you want. If it's something that you don't like, although burpees are probably the best way to control the urges because they're just so tiring, you will have absolutely no energy after. You can just do normal home workouts. High intensity interval trainings are great. It's called HIIT. I recommend to do that. And so this is how you beat the urges, not just on day 3 of NoFap, but all the way up into the first week. And you will still get urges that you will still have to consciously choose to ignore. Once you do that, and you successfully ignore your first urge, the second one will be about half as intense, and so on and so forth. By the time you get your week 2, it's gonna be very easy and very routine-like to resist urges. And don't get me wrong, like resisting urges is a skill in and of itself. So you have to prepare and you have to learn how to do it. And you will face difficulties and you will have to figure out what exactly to do, and you need to do the journal in order to find out what should you be doing in order not to relapse. Yeah, and again, a lot of guys just lose hope if they relapse, especially if it's like your first couple of months on NoFap. Don't lose hope when you relapse. Track how many times you watch porn per month and reduce that. When I started out, I didn't take NoFap seriously. In 2020, I didn't really think it was a real advantage, obviously before I saw what happens after like 90 days. And I did the thing where I would go to Muay Thai sessions, which is like a martial art, and after the session I would watch porn and then wait a couple of days to have better performance. So I kind of used it as a biohacking tool, and that was my luck because it didn't fuck with my brain, because I consciously watched porn like twice a week for about 2 months or 1.5 months. I just did that before realizing like, hey, actually it might be very beneficial if I skipped for a longer period. And yeah, that really helped me to create the skill of not watching porn, because I still had urges during those times, but I just told myself, hey, I get to watch porn in a couple of days. First things first. Second, I will just have more energy if I just wait a little bit. And so this kind of exercised my muscle of resisting my dopaminergic urge to watch porn. And I'm not saying that you should do the same thing, because I was completely clueless, first of all. Second, I didn't have any tools. I've just given you 3 tools: meditation, introspective journaling, and exercise. These 3 tools can be used to completely stop watching porn, probably right now for about 95% of you watching this. You can do the NoFap streak to day 90 and beyond. And obviously you might have like a traumatic event, you get a serious injury, and you might relapse for some stupid reason, but that doesn't really matter, because you will know that just doing these 3 things, you will have like a 99.9% chance of just restarting the streak probably like 2 days later, because you're thinking like, oh fuck, what the fuck am I doing? The first time I relapsed after a long streak, after my first streak, I looked in the mirror and I saw a guy who wasn't the guy who started the streak. I had a lot more muscle, I had a lot more willpower, I was much more confident, much better looking, I had curly hair. Because before quitting porn, I actually had very straight hair and it looked kind of weird. I know a lot of guys claim to get baldness from watching porn. I have very, very, very strong hair, although I have a weird hairline, but I'm not balding and I didn't bald. But I did notice a difference in just beard growth and hair, where I got curly hair. Super weird, but yeah. You will see the progress and you will never want to go back. That's why you need to last 90 days. It takes 90 days to see the first major signs of progress, and to understand that this is not just a biohacking tool that you can use to, watch porn once a week and move on, but you can actually supercharge your life, you can get more money, you can have more confidence, and you can be a role model not just amongst your peers, but also in your community as well, if you have the energy to do it. But no one can make you do it, not even yourself, because you're watching porn. That's what you need to stop. This is how you do it. Thank you very much. And that's it. So yeah. And I am on day 3 of the 75 hard challenge. And so this is NoFap X 75 hard day 3. I did a sprint test today. It took 57 seconds to run a lap.
Shit. Okay. Okay. Alright. 57 seconds. It's a day 3, 57 seconds to do this. Fucking hell. The whole track. 1 lap. I fucking died.
So I hope I'll be sub 50 seconds by the end of the 75 days. And let's hope that my knees will carry on doing a good job at recovering. I hurt my knees on the first day, or before the first day, before I started, I did some ego lifting with a friend in Budapest. And yeah, I did have some trouble walking. But today I could sprint and my knees still don't really hurt. Superb, amazing. First workout is done, water is almost done as well. If you're interested what the 75 hard challenge is, I have a specific video on this. But it basically is a challenge where you have to be consistent every single day, and it builds your discipline up. So it builds mental strength. And this is what I used to get from just 0, from being on NoFap, to get to a point where I was able to take action. Because NoFap lets you see. NoFap allows you to see the shit that's around you, like how little you're in control of your life. 75 hard gives you the tools to act and change that whatever is around you. This is how these 2 things together work so well. I have a NOFAP coaching service where I coach people for money for a whole month. I do every single day. I do check-ins, we do sessions, we do habit tracking. I created a whole habit tracking dashboard, and in the future I will be scaling up so I can help more people, but for right now I just need the money to be able to sustain myself. I'm still here in a university dorm room. But what the goal is for you guys to be able to do this for free, because I know some of you don't have any money at all. Some of you are 18 years old, 19 years old, you haven't really been able to start off your life because of NoFap, because of porn, sorry. And you are struggling with NoFap and you need the tools. So here are the tools. And if you combine these 2 things, first get to about day 30 of NoFap, start a 75 hard challenge later, and don't get disencouraged even if you relapse, because this is a workout. It's like building a muscle. Getting good at NoFap isn't a one-time thing, like you just decide to stop doing something. Obviously, once you reach a level, you can just stop. You can change your mindset, you can change your mindset, you can change your identity, and you will be able to stop for good. Basically, you will never have to want to watch porn again. You will not have the urges. But that requires a certain level to get to. This is what a lot of guys who talk about NoFap don't get right. You need a basic amount of willpower before changing the identity, before doing the mindset shift, before explaining why porn is awful and you should never watch it again. If you can't get to that level by yourself, and many of the guys aren't at that level yet, you need to build that up. So yeah, use these tools for your best year. 2025 is going to be great. I am already doing really well, and I hope some of my success rubs off on you as well by watching these videos, subscribing to the channel, and if you like this video, like it. If not, leave me a comment what's going on. Let's see if I can help you. I try to answer every comment. So far it's good, but more and more comments are coming, and yeah, let's get a good day going. Well, actually, it's almost the evening, but I still have to go to the gym, so gotta get that out of the way. Bye. Bro, I swear someone's looking out for me, bro. I go out working out in the morning. It was dry, no rain, no nothing. Now it's windy, it's raining, and it's snowing. Fucking crazy. It's done.